It's 15 minutes past 11, and what can I say? I'm still doing this, and the results are kind of successful. I don't know where I will stop, but I hope that I will get up properly tomorrow, yeah. It's Saturday, December the 2nd, 2017, and what can I say? I made it. Yeah, it's 6:30 and I really got up this early. Why I say this early? Because it's really a problem to get up after 5 hours of sleep. A real problem. But I've made it. So, let's start with washing this one, how to call it. Yeah, I have to look at the dictionary. It's called bedclothes. I think so. Dictionary says. Well, bedclothes. Okay, let it be bedclothes. So 2 hours. And my Friday cleaning is continuing on Saturday because it's impossible to finish it. It's impossible to finish it yesterday. It was impossible because I have to sleep on something. So it's time to run. It's time to run. Let's see what is outside. I see it's wet. Yeah, it's still precipitating and it's full of sleet. Okay, I think it would be not so comfortable to go through the city by bicycle, but so let's see. And the lanterns are still dead, like they was. And I had a feeling that they will be dead till the end of the winter for some reason. But they are connected to the electrical lines, to the shining lamp, by the way. And yeah, it's wet. Extremely wet. It was a perfect idea to spend the time outside the day before yesterday. Then it was dry. The last day when it was dry and snowy, because yeah, everything is in water. And I also checked the mail in the post box and saw that I have a mail from Google, from YouTube. So let's see what's inside. But for now, let's run. Yeah, let's run. Perfect. The main advantage of getting up later, the main advantage of long nights, is that after it you feel fresh for a whole day, fresh and active, starting from the first second after getting up. It's quite the opposite to the early awakening, especially after 5 hours sleep, because I'm feeling tired. But it's natural, yeah, it's natural. It's not a good situation when I'm getting up at 11 and 12 o'clock daily, so yeah, I have to go to bed earlier, not at the midnight, and get up earlier, like I've done before. But early awakening has its own advantages, because it's Saturday and 6 a.m., the most fresh day in my week. Yeah, because it's literally no one except me in the park. No one. And the lack of vehicles is also on the road, as I can see. So yeah, perfect. But the other problem of this day itself is that it's wet. Slippery is everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, it's even a bit, maybe not dangerous, but not so comfortable to move through it. Especially to run through it. Yeah. But I hope that on the vehicle roads they would be dry, like it was 2 days before. Because I want my bicycle trip to be comfortable and safety. Yeah. But I'm saying this before, that it was quite a good idea to spend the day in the city the day before yesterday, but not yesterday and today. Yeah, today is the day when I'm going to spend more than 3 hours outside. Yeah, but the park is literally empty. I'm the only one here, and the roads are also half empty. Yeah, weekend is perfect. Weekend morning. The left side of the lake is still fully covered by ice, but the right side is still full of living creatures, ducks and pigeons. Yeah, but I see the only three of them. The other ones are there and there. Yeah, swimming like it's not December but July or something like that. I really wonder why they are not on the south. Yeah, maybe because of the food, because living near people guarantee you abundant food. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's the reason. So it's 4 degrees, it means 0 and 721. 721. Why remember an exercise took so many time, I wonder. At least 40 minutes always, but it feels like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something like that. I don't know, for some reason it took so much time. Yeah. But it's not a problem if you get up early, like I'm now. Yeah, getting up early solves lots of problems, especially according to the time management. And as I said before, at least nobody except me outside. At least nobody. Yeah, the empty streets. The main advantage of the weekend morning. The main one. But the rain, the dampness, no. It could not be a perfect day. Absolutely not. So it's time to go back home and do the morning routine. After the final exercise, of course. It only left to see what is inside, but actually I know what is inside. But only after shower and breakfast. After the shower and breakfast. And it's better to close the window because I don't want to feel sick. And it's still dark outside. Yeah, it's natural because it's only 8 o'clock. Only 8 o'clock, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. Till I have 1 hour spare time. I can maybe translate a segment or do something. The mail, yeah, the mail. But I don't think that it will take so many times, so let's see. But let's start with making breakfast, yeah, the slicing apples. It would be the first time since Wednesday when I will eat the real breakfast, not the addition to the lunch, but the real one. Yeah, the first day since Wednesday. So it's time to enter the PIN code from the message. I actually know what is inside. Some type of identification. For some reason they are sending mail to identify you to your address. So let's enter it. It's actually possible to see the PIN code through the light, so it's not a safety method in my point of view. But well done, everything's verified, and it really took 2.5 weeks for this message to be delivered, because it was sent in the middle of November, so it's 2nd December. That, yeah, 2.5 weeks. Interesting, but I actually have no money on the balance, at least because I have no views. So it could be useful, but not this year, maybe not even next year. It's starting to become bright outside and I'm starting my trip finally, so it was really not so many time to start the translations because, well, just because I'm getting up at 6 AM, not because I want to. So, the bedclothes, is this really the correct word? Are drying, and everything is in the room are also drying. So, it's time to go. Let's see what's outside. These lanterns appeared in June and still not working, not functioning properly. So, one of the main minuses of the winter bicycle trips is the snow, because the bicycle becoming dirty and the floor under it becoming wet. So it's necessary to clean it always after every single trip. Not that bad, but... And actually, remember that it's Saturday, yeah. Saturday means emptiness. Because at least nobody is here except me and this vehicle I have and this person. It's the second vehicle. Anyway. So, I'm not going to stop anywhere because it's too wet. So let's just feel the scenery and move ahead. And no pedestrians ahead. And it's also surprisingly calm today. Calm, I mean that the wind is calm, yeah. So it's very comfortable to move through. Very easy to gain rapid speeds, yeah. And I see that there is no traffic jam here. Interesting, very rare picture. Very rare picture in my point of view for this intersection. Perfect, yeah. Emptiness is one of the best advantages of the Saturday morning. Maybe the best one, yeah. Maybe the best one. And so about the lack of the wind. It's always when you feel that it's no wind. Then it means that it's blowing from the backwards. But I turned right and I still don't feel any wind presence here. So it's very positive sign. I think that's still then, how to say it, night calmless. Yeah, it's usually calm at night. Maybe it's still night calmless even at 9:30 AM. Maybe, but it's good. It's pleasant. And the snow melted on the road, so it's dry and it's comfortable and safe to drive through it. The vehicles road, actually. Pedestrians road are still full of slippery and sleet on it. So yeah, riding a bicycle gives you a lot of advantages, especially the right to move through the vehicle roads and pedestrian roads. And I see that my lights are, no, they're turning black. No, not black, red, yeah. When it's a calm weather, I have no intention actually to stop somewhere, only on the red lights like this. But let's see, it's going to be green. So, and also I have my pocket, and comparing the summer, it's possible to store the camera inside it, so I don't even have to stop to start making a video and to stop making a video. So yeah, I think that I will not make any stops. Maybe in the park, yeah. Maybe one stop in the park. On the days like this, it's only desired to move as fast as I can, because there is no wind, there's all the conveniences for it. So I think I will do it and not record so many things, just because it's more good for me, appropriate for me to just ride fast, non-stop. I see that something is still constructing here under the bridge. What could it be? What could it be? Because it's constructed since September or maybe even summer or something like that. But the sunrise from this bridge is gorgeous. Yeah, undoubtedly gorgeous. My favorite place on this road, yeah, undoubtedly. And it's so empty this time of the day and the time of the week. So cool. The fresh... No, actually the air is not fresh because of the road on the left, but... or on the right. Yeah, on the video it would be on the right. But actually it's better than always. And the sky is so colorful. Precious. Precious, but as I said before, when the weather is so calm, I have intention to ride as fast as I can, so after this bridge I will continue on doing this. Yeah, maybe I will stop in the park, but I'm not sure about it. Not sure about it. So let's go on, let's move on. It could sound strange, but I even see the sunrise on the wall. The sunrise, it's 10 AM now, 10 o'clock now, and it's only now the sun started to rise. And what can I say about the... It's not a back street, it's one of the main streets, but it's empty. Cool. Yeah, that's what I like. And the sun is even intensifying. I think that after maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes it will be even more intensive. I think so. So I even reached the tower, but there is a problem. It's impossible to ride to the summit of this hill because it's sliding. Yeah, that's the disadvantages of this weather, but nothing I can do here. The situation is so bad on the pedestrian road that even the high part that I prefer to cross with pedestrians here on an empty wide road, it's better to cross, it's better to move through using the vehicle road. And the snow started, surprisingly, but snow is better than rain because you're still dry even when it's falling. But actually I don't like this part of the road to cross with vehicles, but I have no choice today. And about the park, I decided that no, weather condition is not appropriate. And unfortunately I have to move even more. I think I will move to the end, till the end, using this road, because vehicle road, yeah, it's danger, but there is no other choice, unfortunately. And it's also snowy and wet, so no parks today. It's better to spend time indoor in this kind of the weather, undoubtedly. Only the short part in the end of the road of the trip is clean, yeah, it's clean. But actually, yeah, sleet is a big problem this time of the year. But I think it would melt till maybe not evening, but till tomorrow, yeah, because it's warm and it would be warm tomorrow. So this snow yesterday and the day before yesterday, snow would melt, I'm sure. I almost came and I think that I will spend this day, as I thought, indoor the whole day. And I actually don't know, will I come back home today or tomorrow, maybe, because I could stay overnight this weekend. So let's see, but for sure it's not the best weather to go somewhere, and the wind is even intensifying. So yeah, it was only the morning anomaly, or how's it possible to call it. So let's see how to spend this day. It's Sunday, December the 3rd, and yes, as I predicted, I stayed overnight, and so going home only on Sunday, because yeah, it's the middle of the day actually now, but it's dark, yeah, it's dark, and as I predicted, it's dry outside. Okay, dry and crowded by cars. And so yeah, I think it would be even possible to go through the pedestrian ways, because comparing to the Saturday morning, it's much more drier. The snow is almost everywhere melted, so it's possible to move like I always move, using my ordinary style, half of the way on the pedestrian roads and half of the way with vehicles, because yeah, it's almost dry, happily. After 15 minutes I can definitely say that yeah, it's dry. The pavement, the asphalt is dry almost everywhere, but it's windy. Yeah, it's so intensive wind today that it's even hard to rotate the wheels, to rotate the pedals a bit hard, and it's blowing from the front side, right from there. So, but there's no other choice but to move ahead, but there are still a lot of places where water left still, but it's not so often to see this picture. And the wall lights or evening lights are gorgeous this time of the day. Absolutely one. And the streets are empty, so yeah, this might have some advantages in then. But this wind, yeah, this wind is horrible, so horrible. The wind is so intensive that it's even hard to go down the slope. Yeah, strange, but sad. Yeah, sad that the weather conditions happen to be today. And the ground and the asphalt is dry. It's absolutely dry. It's so strange after that wet melting of the snow to see the absolutely dry road. But at least there are almost no cars today. It's time to enter the vehicle zone and to turn left a little bit, and I hope that the wind will be less intensive on that direction. Yes, it is a chance to see it closely. The sparkling TV tower. It's a chance to see the sparkling TV tower from the close distance. Cool. And I will do it, of course. Yeah, the weather is not appropriate for long walks, but why not? It's a rare picture in my point of view, so it's not so far to go to it, so I will do it. Definitely will. And the sparkling stopped. Yeah. It's not so lucky because it stopped 10 seconds ago, just when I came here. So I have no other choice but to go back, because I'm not going to go through the city center using the scenic long road. So yeah, I'm going back. But I saw it not from the, I saw it from the close distance today. Actually it turned off when I was near that sign. So yeah, it was too late to record it. But I saw it with my eyes, so it's not that set in there. So let's go ahead through this windy evening. But actually the wind is blowing from the south to the north, so when you go to the other direction, it's not windy at all. It's calmly like it was yesterday. But I'm going to the south. So unfortunately there is no other choice for me. The empty streets is the only advantage on this day, I think, because the wind is even intensifying, unfortunately. On the bridge the situation is even worse, because yeah, the wind is even more intensive here. But the scenery is perfect, and I even see that the bridge is sparkling ahead. Yeah, just like the TV tower was. also wide, yeah. The road here is wide, so it's much comfortable to cross the river here than there. Yeah. Perfect. So, yeah, really my favorite spot on the way to the north. And on the way back home, of course. But it's time to move ahead. It's time to move ahead. I see that the winter decorations are turned on the whole, on every street, city center. So yeah, it means that yeah, the new year is coming. The new year is coming. So the city is shining. The city is shining, especially on the main roads. Especially on the main roads. Even the trees. Everything is sparkling except the TV tower. No, it was sparkling, but I was 10 seconds late to see it from the real close distance. Well, closer and closer to my destination, but the weather is becoming more and more horrible. Yeah. It's not just bad, it's extremely bad today. But at least it's dry, yeah. At least it's dry. It would be much worse if it would be snowy or rainy. But the wind, yeah, it's extremely hard to move through the city. Not so lucky today. I almost came, and I think that if I knew earlier that the wind would be that bad, I would use a subway, yeah. Use a subway instead of the bicycle. It's not that bad comparing to the rainfall, to the intense rainfall with the wind, but the wind itself is terrible. Extremely terrible. Finally, I came, and what can I see? That the watch on the microwave range is resetted, so it's time to set it again. So it's 1921 now. 1921. 21. Okay, and see what's inside the bag. What's inside the bag, because there are the last portion of the spices, the set of spices, lots of them. So the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. Everything that I made last weekend. Yeah, and also the noodles and the suit. The noodles and the suit. The rain suit. Oh, I think it's time to rest today. I think I will not do any translations, because actually it's not good in my opinion to not do it. But to not do it for 2 days, but it's too late to start it again, and after that cold trip I actually don't want to do anything so useful. Oh my god. And I see that the first problem, it's even blowing from the window, because the window is blowing from the south side. It's even it's just like on the outside, but there is advantage of such an intensive wind, because my bedclothes would be extremely dry, and I think I have to turn this on, because the radiators are still not so hot. They're a little bit warm. I don't know why did it happen. What's the reason of this? So let's change the clothes and upload the video. Yeah, maybe I can eat something, maybe. So let's begin. So now I have the full set of spices that parents don't need, and And a plastic bag of the rose for the, what is it? Of the parsley, yeah, it's parsley and rosemary. Parsley and rosemary. Perfect, perfect. And the next step is bed. Yeah, it's so dry and fresh, I think so, after these 2 windy days. And the vacuum cleaner filters are also clean and dry. And that's all for today. Yeah, I think it's time to finish that day. But it's 8 AM, so it's normal. 8 PM, 8 o'clock, so it's normal. About the plans for the yesterday, for the tomorrow. Ordinary plans, translation, translation and again translation, yeah. And nothing more. And of course the morning exercise. Maybe I will go somewhere, but the weather is horrible. Extremely horrible. I'm not sure that it's... If it would be calm outside, not so cold, then yeah, then maybe on one day. But this kind of weather, at this kind of weather, is better to stay at home, in my point of view, and improving the skill, and to improve the skill because it's interesting, yeah, interesting winter activity. So yeah, that's all for today. And there's the one advantage of this day: the bed will be fresh, extremely fresh. Yet on the left, and not to forget to take the shower before going to sleep.